Beauty fades away with time, but what you are as a person always remains. I'm very always very calm and very poised and very. But you've seen me at get together.
I've seen you with your hair down, girl. I've seen you.
I always used to model in front of my grandma. For no reason, we'd just be and she used to play along and act like my photographer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and she used to change pose. It's social media, it's open for all. So I can't really control anyone. I can only control my thoughts and my mind and my actions. Everything takes time.
Of course.
And time takes everything. So it's also sad and it's also happy.
How do you do the pageant thing?
Oh, it's...
Yeah, let's do that. Woo! And welcome back to my show Hello Zara, जिसकी होस्ट मैं हूँ उल्टी पुल्टी उर्दू स्पीकिंग ज़ेरा। और आज जो मेरे साथ बैठी हुई हैं, ओ माय गॉड, वो हमारी कंट्री का नाम इतना रोशन करके आई हैं। वो इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे पाकिस्तान को रिप्रेजेंट किया है। शी इज़ ब्यूटिफुल, शी इज़ कॉन्फिडेंट, शी इज़ स्ट्रॉन्ग, शी इज़ एलिगेंट, शी इज़ पॉइज्ड, शी इज़ एवरीथिंग। हम उनसे बात करेंगे। We're gonna get to know her because वो बहुत इंटरव्यूज दे चुकी है उनकी जर्नी के बारे में। एंड आज हम उनसे मिलेंगे, जब वो कैसी है, उसको क्या पसंद है। एंड I'm just so excited. Without any further ado, I would love to welcome to the show Miss Universe Pakistan, Erica Robin.
Wow.
Woo, woo, woo.
I love the energy and love the introduction. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
यार, thank you Erica for coming. इतने महीनों से we've been
I
trying to get you on the
know.
show and आप travel करती है. I know, इरम बोल रही थी that Erica क्यों नहीं आने चाह रही है. वो बहुत interviews दे चुके. She's tired now. I was like, no. She's busy.
Yeah, and I actually wanted to come because I knew this interview and this podcast would be different. It's not going to be, very professional and we're friends as well. So I was like, जब मैं आराम से free होंगी and, when I'm fresh, then I'm going to come here and, we can talk.
Yeah,
yes, I'm very
exactly.
excited.
Okay, so should we just start with
Yes.
A breathing breath, okay?
Yes, okay.
1, 2, 3, in. And
By the way, this always works. I always do it every morning.
really?
Yeah.
So tell me, Erica, आपने breakfast में क्या खाया?
So I'm not really a breakfast person. मैं direct lunch कर लेती. Even breakfast में I have biryani like today. I actually had biryani.
बिरयानी?
Yeah, in breakfast. Yeah.
आज तो जुम्मा है, तो obviously जुम्मा तो बिरयानी डे है.
Yeah.
Okay, so Erica, मुझे बताओ that आजकल आपको पता होगा beauty standards इतने बदल रहे हैं, इतने change हो रहे हैं. मतलब पहले ज़माने में थोड़ा voluptuous in था, then it got really skinny, then it's back to the Kim Kardashian type body. तो beauty standards हमेशा change होते जा रहे हैं. So how do you define beauty?
For me, beauty is not what's on the outside. मतलब आप टाइम के साथ साथ कैसे evolve होंगे. अब हर दफ़ा ब्यूटी स्टैंडर्ड्स के साथ मैं चेंज हो जाऊँ, मैं पहले स्किनी हो जाऊँ, फिर बाद में कर्वी हो जाऊँ, या मैं जिम जाना शुरू कर दूँ. So I think it's not about that. It's about how you are as a person. For me, that is beauty. कि आप अंदर से कैसे इंसान हैं, आप दूसरों को ट्रीट कैसे करते हैं. So I think for me, that is beauty, not what's on the outside.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. What does beauty mean to you?
Beauty fades away with time, but what you are as a person always remains. And और इसी से आपको लोग याद भी रखते हैं, यानी कि वो बंदा कितना खूबसूरत था, या वो लड़की कितनी अच्छी थी, वो कितना अच्छा इंसान था, right? So I think
ये
that's
तो है. Because funeral पे तो वो नहीं कहेंगे that ये वो
हाँ.
they talk about how you made them feel.
हाँ.
Yeah.
आप कितने kind थे, how you're how generous you were with the other person.
Nice.
Your inner character really matters.
Oh. तो मैं देख रही थी, I'm a huge fan of the Kardashians, okay? So I was watching, Kardashians, जो
Okay.
नया शो है. तो वो किम दे रही थी एक स्पीच हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी पे, ठीक है. और फिर जब वो स्पीच ख़त्म हो गया, वो बोल रही थी कैमरास पे, यार मुझे कभी कभार मुझे यकीन ही नहीं होता है जब मैं इस लेवल पे मैं पहुंच गई हूँ, और मैं हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में मैं स्पीच दे रही हूँ, एंड कभी कभार मुझे इम्पोस्टर सिंड्रोम फील होता है. तो आपको कभी ऐसे फील हुआ? बिकॉज आई थिंक समटाइम्स it's good to, because what she said at the end of that, she was like, it's always good to feel that, because it means आप अपने आप को पुश कर रही हैं आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन.
Actually experienced that. मुझे अभी एकदम से जो है ना flashback आया moment when I had that imposter syndrome was when I was giving a motivational speech at Nestle head office in front of the CEO and उनकी पूरा office था and I was just like they were highly more educated than me, more experienced than me. Or when I completed my speech, uske baad the CEO and the higher management, they all came up to me and they were like, we were so inspired. And then that was the time then I was like, do I really deserve this? But
yes, you do.
yeah, but I think this feeling is important because it keeps you grounded. जैसे आपने कहा कि किम जो सोच रही थी कि मैं यहाँ पे कैसे पहुँच गई हूँ, तो वो आपको फीलिंग आती है, but also जब तक आप ये फीलिंग जो है फील नहीं करेंगे तो you won't be able to push yourself forward.
आप हमेशा ऐसे ही इतनी कॉन्फिडेंट थी या आपने ये डेवलप किया है अपने आप में?
Like modeling तो मैं 4 साल से कर रही थी. It was easy for me to stand in front of the camera and pose. And you've met me before Miss Universe Pakistan. I was confident, like but not in front of the camera, like giving podcast interviews. For me, this was like, मेरी तो जान निकल जाती थी कि मतलब क्या बोलूँगी. I used to go blank, but I practiced a lot. I used to stand in front of the mirror और मैं बातें करती रहती थी. That was all a part of my training.
Wow.
So I was not always confident enough to face, the camera to speak. But here I am now.
जब मैं आपके इंटरव्यूज देख रही थी ना, मैं सोच रही थी यार माशाल्लाह शी इज सो कॉन्फिडेंट एंड शी इज सो पोइज्ड, मतलब
I get that a lot, that I'm very poised and very confident, but it was not always the case. It was the complete opposite.
Right?
If I show you my first interview in the Philippines, I was literally sitting like this and shaking.
नहीं.
Yes, I will show that to you. And that was my first ever a public conference जिसमें सारे bloggers और सब थे, and I was so nervous. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn with time, and when I look at that and I look the progress now, I feel very, very happy.
Wow, mashallah. और वो ट्रेनिंग में do they teach you how to talk? Like, Miss Universe training में वो आपको बताते हैं
yes,
ऐसे बोलते हैं,
yeah, the postures, how to sit, how to
how
talk.
to sit, मुझे भी बताओ
Yeah,
यार, मुझे भी
your
कुछ
back
सिखाओ.
straight and
back
everything.
straight, okay. Yeah,
So,
this is the thing.
Yeah, because
back straight,
क्योंकि हम हमेशा
ऐसे हम होते हैं,
so now इतनी practice कर लिया that now it's become a part of my.
It's become a part of your
my body language.
Wow.
So every time when I'm normally standing as well, and my friends are like, "बस अभी तो character से बाहर निकल." Just like, no, that's how I stand.
Oh my God.
No, that's how I stand now because again मैंने इतना practice कर लिया that it comes in your routine.
Yeah. Or when they do the announcement like, like वो कैसे होता है यार?
You literally have to scream. अच्छा, a lot of people make fun कि why do you have to scream so much because आपकी voice because आपकी voice crack हो जाती है. That's because the auditorium is full. इतने सारे लोग they're screaming their lungs out. तो अगर मैं ऐसे बोलूँगी ना, एरिका रॉबिन पाकिस्तान किसी को सुनाई नहीं देगा. Because it's so loud कि you can hardly hear the music.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're like thousands of people and they're like screaming for their country.
Pakistan!
Yeah.
I love it. Mashallah.
Yeah.
तो आप मुझे बताएं, what was your favorite favorite moment from Miss Universe?
There's so many. Because there's so many because
that's always a good feeling.
Yeah, इतनी सारी countries थी, different experience, we had to share so much. इतनी common चीज़ें थी काफ़ी सारी countries में. So there's so many moments. It's hard to pick and choose one.
Okay, तो मैं आपकी बहुत बड़ी fan हूँ, as you know. और मैंने आपके Instagram पे देखा, आपने एक post लगाया था और आपने कहा था उसमें that I'm 99% angel. But that 1%
caption. मेरी किसी उसमें पिक्चर की उसमें. But
तो
that
ये 1% के बारे में थोड़ा हम बात करते हैं.
जब लोग सोशल मीडिया पे देखते हैं, they have a different perspective कि I'm very like always very calm and very poised and very, but you've seen me at get-together.
I've seen you with your hair down, girl. I've seen you.
So you know it. I have a different. It's not different from what I show on social media,
no,
but
not.
Yeah. But that 1%.
Oh my God, I loved that. Oh my God, that was too good. That was amazing. Okay, so you have, mashallah, you have 4 siblings, like including you, I think.
Yes.
So tell me one of your favorite childhood memories.
Favorite childhood memory? Again, there's so many, but I was always the naughtiest child, and all of my other siblings were very like calm और बेचारे कुछ नहीं बोलते थे. और मेरा छोटा भाई, my brother's the youngest one, so I always used to get him do crazy and some stupid stuff with me. But yeah, one thing that I used to do is like we all used to get equal pocket money. और मैं हमेशा अपने पैसे पहले खर्च करके and I used to go to my siblings बेचारी in their lunch break और मैं हमेशा उनसे पैसे लेती रहती थी. And I feel so bad. और मैं दोनों से अलग अलग जाके लेती थी lunch break में. So I used to go to my elder sister first that I think I've lost my money, can you just give me some. वो मुझे दे देती. Then I used to go to the other sister कि please दे दो. And वो फिर day end पे बोलती थी ये मुझसे भी पैसे मांग के गई है, तुमसे भी पैसे मांग के गई है. बचपन से मैं I like spend money like anything, which is not good. और कंट्रोल होना चाहिए, बट या.
तो अभी आपने वो स्किल लर्न किया है, हाउ टू कंट्रोल द
आई एम सो ट्राइंग हार्ड. आई एम सो ट्राइंग हार्ड बिकॉज जब भी मुझे कुछ छुट्टी मिलती है आई एम ऑलवेज ट्रैवलिंग
ऑन योर ओन बजट.
हाँ,
फन के लिए.
या फन के लिए. या
रियली.
या व्हेन आई टर्न 16 तब से अब तक आई विल बी टर्निंग 26 नेक्स्ट मंथ. मैंने अपने घर से कभी पैसे नहीं लिए हैं.
Are you serious?
Yes. When I turned 16 is when I started working.
Mashallah, yaar. Everyone, we have to clap for her. Oh my God, Erica, mashallah, that's so beautiful, yaar.
Yeah.
But मुझे ये बता दे आपका how many streams of income you have and how much do you think you make a good amount from modeling that to sustain your lifestyle of travel? Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, modeling is a very well paid.
Really?
Yes.
Because I heard this. मैंने सुना था जब मॉडलिंग बहुत अच्छा पैसा उसके अंदर होता है. And I was like, I'm going to ask Erica.
But with time. I still remember जो मेरा first shoot था, I was paid 5,000 a day for that.
Really?
Which is also not bad अगर आप like start out because I think the average salary pay wage in Pakistan is like 35,000 or 40,000
a month.
हाँ, a month. सही है. तो 3-4 साल पहले वो भी बहुत था, but now like of course it's different. So
you see the difference in your in the budgets now that come to you after Miss Universe and before.
पहले भी अच्छा था. Yeah, it was great.
Really?
Great. But of course after Miss Universe Pakistan I have increased, but इतना ज़्यादा huge difference नहीं है because उससे पहले भी I was getting paid enough. Yeah.
Mashallah.
Yeah, so it's a good job. I think you should also switch to modeling now.
Sign me up, yaar.
Yes, you should. You should.
आपके साथ, हाँ.
You should.
बिल्कुल. No, I can't. Like I'm
No,
really
why?
good with videos. Okay, like how you were the opposite.
Yeah.
But like if you tell me take a picture, I get very awkward. I feel
it's okay.
It's like I'm like
It's okay. Or
what should
you can always get out of your comfort zone. I mean,
You're right.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, I know that you used to watch pageants.
Only one pageant. Not. I was never really fascinated. Like, yeah, to participate. Never.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me this question, but yeah, the only pageant that I watched like 10,000 times was Miss Universe 1994. Yes, 1994 था, 1997, and that's just because of Shishmita Sen because I've always been a huge Shishmita Sen fan.
Oh, wow.
तो मैंने वही pageant बार-बार देखा था.
She
just because
is
of her.
amazing.
Yeah, she's an icon.
She is an icon, and the way she talks now, it's so inspiring. It's so respectable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the way
she's such a
I can just
lady, like
literally sit in front of her and just watch her videos talking.
So, Erica, did you always have this inner feeling that मैं एक star हूँ, या फिर वो ऐसी लाइफ जिंदगी ऐसी अनफोल्ड हो चुका है that you are a star, mashallah, तो or were you always that like?
And I never really thought about working in this field, media field, because but now when I think about it, when I was growing up, bachpan mein I always used to like model in front of my grandma. Like for no reason, like we'd just be like, and she used to play along and act like my photographer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and she used to like change pose. So that was just, a memory that I have, and that's what my parents tell me. So now when I think about it, I think it was always in me. But again, when you, जब आप professional life में आते, when you start working, आपको नहीं पता होता that I'll work in the media field, or I'll be a model, or how will I start? तो मैंने कभी इस बारे में सोचा नहीं. But when I got my first shoot and when it really started working out, so I was like, maybe this was meant for me, and this is what I want to do because I love what I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
You love it?
Yeah, I love modeling.
That's
yes. Yeah.
amazing.
A lot of people get, bored के बस अब थक गए हैं, ये हो गया वो हो गया, but no, I really love and enjoy what I do.
So, have you ever thought that future plans का क्या scene होगा? And ये busy life को छोड़कर आप एक normal life जियो, wife बनो, mother बनो, like उसका कभी आपका सोच आया था?
I think this is normal for me because I've always been a hustler. तो मैं I cannot sit at home.
हाँ.
सही है. Even if I'm off, मतलब मुझे कुछ ना कुछ काम करना है. Like today was my off day, right?
Yeah,
so,
and you're here with us. Thank
सही
you.
है. तो for me this is normal. Yes, when I think about getting married or having kids, तो वो of course आपकी routine change होएगी, but I will never stop working. Like even now, a lot of people ask me that how do you manage your social life and your work? I've managed that very well.
Yeah.
But like मैं अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में और अपनी वर्क लाइफ में कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करती हूँ. शायद मैं कम घंटे सो जाती हूँ, बट आई डोंट. सो आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू keep the balance in life.
Wow. I think I love that. Okay, so मुझे बताओ, are you dating anyone? Like, what's your love life like?
Do I have to answer this question?
This is my
But yeah,
favorite question to ask because I'm obsessed with relationships and love. And
Okay,
all.
no names of course, but
Names,
yeah.
names. We don't want names. I don't even know any names.
Okay, but yeah, I am in a relationship. Yeah.
Oh my god! What? You guys heard it here first. This
What?
is insane.
You had no idea about
I
it?
had absolutely
Really?
zero clue.
Really?
Like zero clue. I thought
Okay.
you were gonna be like, "Nahi, Zara, I'm focused on my work."
No, I am.
Really?
I thought that you knew about it, no?
Mashallah, we'll talk off camera. This
Who is that? Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Mashallah. So how did you guys meet?
I think if I tell that, तो बहुत obvious हो जाएगा. But yeah, I'll tell that later. But yeah, I am in a relationship.
Okay, and are you
not
happy?
single. Yeah, very happy.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Mashallah, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, yes. Tell me. So, do you consider yourself a disciplined person, and how much do you attribute your success to discipline?
Yes, very. I think I am very disciplined, and I think success and discipline is very interconnected.
Hand in
It's
hand.
very. Why? Because जब तक से आपका vision नहीं है, आप discipline नहीं है, तो you're not successful.
हाँ, ये तो है. And discipline is something आपने develop किया over time या आपके अंदर वो
नहीं,
हमेशा
हमेशा
था?
से build in था. Because
Okay,
इससे
nice.
पहले before stepping into the media field,
Yeah.
मैं जो है office job करी थी, and you know how punctual they are. Like I had a 9 to 5 job.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I've always been a person on time, क्योंकि मुझे खुद किसी को वेट करवाना नहीं पसंद. अभी भी I was like 15 minutes late, तो मुझे जाना for anxiety होना शुरू हो गया.
नहीं,
Shit,
नहीं,
I'm late. Because I'm just like कि अगर मुझे नहीं पसंद वेट करना, so I don't want the other person to wait for me.
Aww.
So I've always been like, in this I've always been very, very disciplined.
Tell me. What is the most common comment you get from people?
The most common. I think a lot of people, when they meet me in person, they're just like, oh, you're so friendly. When they actually get to know me and they talk to me, because I don't know, लोग मेरी शक्ल देख के assume कर लेते हैं कि I don't know, I have some attitude issues or something. पता नहीं क्यों, or maybe I look too serious.
Okay.
And also I'm a person who cannot start any conversation. I don't initiate the conversation with
Really?
anyone. हाँ, like मुझसे ना a conversation start नहीं होती. Like for example, if I don't know you and you're sitting next to me, if you talk to me, I would talk to you for hours.
Right.
But मैं conversation start नहीं करूँगी.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think
okay,
I
I'm the
get-
conversation starter.
Okay, so I get that a lot. That I thought that you were more serious, but you're so fun and so friendly. So
And now, mashallah, there is a new batch of Miss Universe के contestants
Yes.
जो हैं. And you have actually taken the role kind of to a little bit guide them, a little bit mentor them. And how do you feel about that role, like...
I feel very good about it because I also feel take it now as a responsibility.
yeah.
So yeah, more as a responsibility because whatever first-hand experience I have,
Yeah.
it's the more you share, the more you get, right? So I'm so happy that next month Noor Zarmeena will be representing Pakistan, and just fingers crossed. I don't want her to be in top 20. I want her to be in top 10, top 5 and top 3 and inshallah win the crown.
Yes!
So inshallah,
yes,
fingers crossed.
inshallah.
Because last year I was in the top 20, but
Yes.
But मुझ पे already बहुत ज़्यादा pressure था. Like I could not fully focused on the pageant.
Okay.
क्योंकि बहुत
I know that. हाँ.
was going on, but I'm glad कि Noor के पास time था training के लिए, and she's
Support and stuff. Yeah.
So I'm very happy.
एंड बस कल ही मैं देख रही थी टिकटॉक पे एक मिस ग्रैंड है
Yes.
और वो पाकिस्तान को रिप्रेजेंट कर
Roma
रही है.
Michael.
हाँ,
Yeah.
एंड शी इज इन अ बिकिनी.
Yes.
तो व्हाट डू यू हैव, लाइक आपके थॉट्स क्या है इसके बारे में? लाइक मतलब कैन पाकिस्तान represent themselves in a bikini or do we have to do a burkini for all the swimwear?
I think it's one's personal choice. Like
Okay, that's nice.
like मुझे भी choice दी थी. Like, do you want a bikini or burkini? But I knew अगर मैं उस टाइम पे bikini choose करती तो वो first year last year होता.
हाँ.
वो फिर इस साल होता ही नहीं.
Yeah.
इस साल होता ही नहीं because Miss Universe is the biggest pageant, right?
Yeah.
And सब देखते हैं. तो मुझे पता था that whatever I do and whatever pick and choose is very important because this is something that will either put a full stop or it can go further.
Did you get any hate?
हाँ, उसके बाद भी
हाँ.
like again the tables did turn. Like, people were happy and they were like, oh, she's one of us.
Yeah,
and now
good,
she's
good.
wearing a burkini. But there were also other people जो बोल रहे थे कि ज़रूरत ही क्या है, like, ब्यूटी pageant में participate करने की. तो वही ना, you can't really satisfy everyone.
And how did you keep your mental health in check with those
So
negative
initially
comments?
when the hate जो एकदम से जो hate आया था,
जी.
because as a model, no one really check my social media like that. I used to wear anything that I want, and I used to
जी.
post it on my social media. लेकिन उसके बाद after this Miss Universe, I used to see all those hate comments and
Oh,
everything,
no.
and that really did
shook you up.
Yeah, but I took some time. Why are the comments affecting me?
हाँ.
I don't even know them.
Yeah.
और मैं अच्छा करूँगी बुरा करूँगी, like, people will still comment because it's social media, it's open for all. So I can't really control anyone. I can only control my thoughts and my mind and my actions. And as long as I'm satisfied with what I do or what I'm doing, and if I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm good.
Yes.
So I think that's the current mindset that I
I
have.
love that. Okay, Erica, zabardast yaar. Itne achhe answers. Should we play a little game? Like a
Yeah.
little rapid fire type
Okay.
of thing. Okay. So if you could have dinner with any celebrity, living or dead, who would it be?
I think Beyonce.
Stole my answer. I swear, Beyonce.
I have a video saved in my phone. I'll share that with you if you're a Beyonce fan. It's like a 15-20 minutes उसकी life के बारे में है. And it's so inspiring because when I was
send
in my
it to
yeah, it's so like whenever I'm feeling like low and demotivated, मैं वो video कोई 50 दफ़ा मुझे याद भी हो गई है. So I just watched that video and just I'll send that video to you.
Oh my God! Please
Yes,
do that. That
I
is amazing. Yeah, I love her too, but I need to get on that
Yes,
video, man.
yes.
Oh my God. Okay. What's your go-to self-care activity when you're feeling overwhelmed?
Just meditate and music.
Meditate
Yeah,
and
and
music.
music. Yes,
Music really
yes.
does change your mood. What's one thing you wish people knew about mental health?
To talk about it, that it's okay to share and to talk, and you can always seek for help.
Which song always puts you in a good mood?
Oh shit, it's hard to choose and pick one because I love music. Do you know I also have a musical tattoo over here? Yeah,
nice.
and it says music gives me strength because lotus represents strength. So I think it's hard to pick one. There's so many. I have a
know
list.
that. Yeah, I know what you're saying. We gotta exchange playlists.
Yes.
You really gotta. Okay, cool. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
I think in my past, to spend more time with my grandma.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's such a unique and beautiful answer. What's your quote or mantra you live by?
The quote that I live by is everything takes time and time takes everything. That's also my WhatsApp. What do you call it?
Everything takes time and time takes everything.
Right?
Oh my God! What does it mean? The घर पे सो- What is it?
It's like it has a very deeper, like, हर कोई अपने हिसाब से इसकी meaning निकाल सकता है, but everything takes time.
Of course.
And time takes everything. So it's also sad and it's also happy that you
Yeah.
should be ready for everything. Yeah. Everything
It
takes
is
time.
sad also.
It is also
Lily.
sad and it's also happy that
Yeah.
everything takes time. Like, wait for it. Good things takes time. But also time can also take everything from you.
Oh my God, yaar. Oh my goodness.
I think it's the cycle of life for me. This-
Wow. If you could relive any moment in your life, what would it be?
Relive. I think again my childhood memories with my grandma. हाँ, क्योंकि उनके साथ मुझे like मैं बहुत छोटी थी और इतना ज़्यादा time नहीं spend कर सके, and she really like she was really close to me. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, Erica. Okay, so now we're gonna trade trivia. Okay, what flower is the national flower of Pakistan? A. Rose. B. Jasmine. C. Sunflower. D. Marigold.
Jasmine.
How do you know?
Is Jasmine right?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Is that locked?
Yeah.
That is
Jasmine. चलो शुक्र है.
correct. Woohoo! Correct. आज हम आपको celebrate कर रहे हैं.
Oh wow.
Dear Erica, like little memento
Oh,
piece.
thank you. Oh, that was quick.
Woohoo!
Love it.
Yes.
This is gonna go on my dressing.
I love it.
Love it. That was such a nice podcast. It was super quick, super easy.
How did you feel?
बहुत मजा आया. बहुत मजा. It didn't really feel like a, like there was camera. It was just like a conversation that like I was talking to a friend.
That's so sweet, Erica.
Yeah.
You're the person you're with is a very lucky man, and he, I would say, is the luckiest man in the whole world because वो आपके साथ है, and I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm so happy to have you here, and I love you so much.
Same. I love your energy, and it's always amazing when I see you. You always bring smile.
Oh,
Yeah.
you too, by the way. Your skin is glowing, by the way. I want
Thank
to
you.
tell
I've started taking care of it. Otherwise, I was always been very bad at it.
Yeah.
But I've just started.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode. Make sure आप like करें, subscribe करें, follow करें,
Yes.
share करें, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
Bye.
mwah. Do you blow kisses to the camera? How do you do the pageant thing?
Oh, it's
Yeah, let's do that. Woo!
Perfect.
Amazing,
that was
Erica.
so good.
Amazing, yaar.